we're right here in Samaria, in the city of Sukkot. And if you look to the right there, and you can kind of see where the high rises are, that area there, that's Jerusalem. Now, why is that important? Well, the world, CNN and MSNBC and the United Nations, they call this the West Bank. But this is not the West Bank. This is Judea and Samaria. Why is it so important that Israel maintains their presence here? As you look behind us, just a few feet away, this is, tell them what city this is.
This is Ramallah. This is the headquarters of the Palestinian Authority. Mahmoud Abbas, the head of the PA, has his government right there where those trees are, called the Mukata. And unfortunately, it's right up against the city of Sukkot, like all of Judea and Samaria is. They build it right up to the Jewish communities to intimidate them, to shoot at them, and to strike with terror.
Now, you know, we won't, maybe later Truett can pan, but we're on top of a girls' school right now. And if you look at the study windows of the girls' school, those windows are piled up with sandbags. The reason they're piled up with sandbags is while these little girls are studying, these people over here are shooting bullets at them, trying to kill Israeli little girls for no reason at all. Right below us, there's these streets that run through the city here. On October 7th, when Hamas from Gaza attacked, killed 1,400 basically civilians, murdered, butchered, raped girls, little boys, cut children's heads off, these people right here came right to the fence here and were celebrating, lighting up firecrackers, having a party, celebrating the death of Israelis. So when we hear on the news of these innocent Palestinian civilians, what you need to understand is right here, not in Gaza, but right here in Ramallah, right here in Judea and Samaria, this whole Palestinian area, 50 to 70% of them are Hamas. Right below us, you can see a huge cemetery. Right on the border of coming into Sukkot, coming in here, is a cemetery of people that died. They're celebrating them dying, killing innocent Israeli civilians. And so we need to understand that when we're hearing about these innocent Palestinian civilians, that basically doesn't even exist. These people shoot at little girls studying. They set fire to tires in the streets to keep people from getting to the hospital, or to set up an ambush so they can kill them and shoot at them or blow them up. And so we need to understand, when the world is pushing for the Jews to give up this community, that gives these people who want to kill our Jewish brothers and sisters, that gives them open range, not only for the Israelis in this part, but all the way into Jerusalem. This is why you and I must stand up strong, we must speak up loud, and we must say to all enemies of Israel, which are enemies to America, never again.
The war of terror against Israel is still raging, and the Jewish people are still in a life and death struggle against enemies like Hamas, Hezbollah, and Iran. In addition, anti-Semitism and hatred are on the rise globally like never before. Pastor Larry is calling on Christians everywhere to take a stand for Israel. And just for calling in today to voice your support, we'll send you this lapel pin featuring the flags of both the United States and Israel. It is an outward symbol of your support and a real conversation starter when worn. Again, it's yours free just for calling in to express your love for Israel and the Jewish people. We're also asking those who are able to join us in supporting the critical humanitarian effort taking place. With your offering of any size, we can continue to provide critical assistance to Jewish communities around Gaza that have been devastated. Villages there are completely destroyed, and our friends in Israel's government agencies are asking for more support for food, clothing, and relocation assistance. Communities in both the South and the North need more ambulances and mobile bomb shelters to counter the terrorist threats. There is also a dramatic increase in requests to make Aliyah because of the persecution, harassment, and threats being made by pro-Hamas supporters throughout the world. With your offering of any size today, we'll also send you this unique U.S. and Israel unity flag. It displays the verse from Isaiah 61, "For Zion's sake I will not keep silent, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest." It's an ideal reminder to you, your family, and neighbors that you are 100% pro-Israel and stand in solidarity with the Jewish people. Whether you can donate $25, $250, $2,500, or even more, it will go immediately to bless those suffering from tremendous loss. So please take a moment right now and call our ministry at 800-978-8546 and do the very best you can. You can also go online and donate at larryhuch.tv. Or, if you prefer, you can mail your gift to our ministry address on the screen. Now, you can even donate by texting the word Israel along with your gift amount to 28950. However, the fastest way to be a blessing is to call today at 800-978-8546. We can't thank you enough for providing assistance to those who need it most and for taking a stand at this critical moment in history. We are praying that God's promise to bless those who bless Israel will continue to manifest in your life, health, family, finances, and future. Thank you again.
We're here right now, just the day after Purim here in Jerusalem, here in Israel. And just yesterday, the United Nations voted for Israel to cease fire and let their enemies alone. These are the people that butchered men, women, and children. And the UN said, we are voting for a ceasefire. And you know what happened in America? Biden had the administration in the U.S. not vote, not show up for the vote. And you know what that did? The Hamas was getting ready to release 40 hostages, but because America didn't have the guts to stand up for our Jewish brothers and sisters, it stopped the releasing of 40 hostages that have been held since October 7th. So you've got to understand, this present administration is not only pro-Iran, this present administration is anti-Israel. And we've got to make a stand and let every politician know that if you don't stand up for the nation of Israel and you don't stand up against anti-Semitism everywhere in the world, including America, we're going to make sure that you are not a politician anymore. Every Christian, every Jew needs to vote, not Republican, not Democrat, but they need to vote biblical. We need to become biblical citizens again, with biblical diplomacy that Josh runs around the world, and let the governments of the world, including America, know that it is unforgivable not to stand with the nation of Israel. So when we look at how far the enemy is, there it is right there. And remember this, they're not just calling for the death of Jews. And by the way, we just met with Governor Israel Gantz, and he said on October 7th, while Hamas was butchering men, women, and children, butchering them, demonic acts of terrorism like we've never seen before. From these minarets, or that are supposed to be a call to prayer, they were on loudspeakers right here and all around the Jewish people. From the house of prayer for the Muslim people, they were up there with loudspeakers calling for the death of Jews, calling, rise up and kill the Jews.